Hello everyone and welcome to episode 92 of this WMMA 5 series here on the channels. We're Pride FC, now in the year 2008. We're 8 years in. I can't believe it. It's been quite the journey, and this is, going to be a big year for us as far as we're going to be bringing in the women's division, which I think we're just going to have one division, but it's going to be like a combination. I think the weight class is going to be 115 to 135. It's kind of just a giant weight class to make it five divisions. I thought about making it six, where there's like a 115 and a 135 division, but I think we're just going to have it be one big thing. And, that should be a lot of fun, especially with how our women's division, as far as, obviously, we're taking it all from Smack Girl. But, there will be hopefully some signings that we can have by that time that will definitely help us out. Like a Cyborg or a Gina Carano. It's kind of like the idea behind that is hopefully, as far as for name value's sake, that would be a great idea. As we will be looking at the mail, of course, for this, as it is Pride 39's The Rumble from Down Under. Before we get into that show, though, we will be looking at the mail, as it is 14 pieces. Frank Shamrock and Al Overeem extended their deal. We signed Preet Spratt, which he should be in rings. Hopefully I sent him down. We'll just take a quick look here. And yeah, he is. Okay, perfect. We extended Ice Cold Igor, extended Jeremy Horn, extended Sergei Kurtnov, Tim Kennedy. As then we signed Leopoldo Cerro. As Leopoldo Cerro is as far as ranking wise, I think 19th middleweight in the world. Yep, he's 21-4-1 with one no contest. He was in Jungle Fight, then had a no contest after the drug test failure came back, where he went on a fucking tear there for a while. Obviously, kind of at the start of the mod, lost to Murillo, lost to Rodrigo Hus in 2001, then lost to Andre Semenov. So three people that are in Pride FC that he has lost to. Hasn't really beaten any big time names, but him having an impressive record, figured might as well. So we signed Leopoldo, and just to see what he could do. We also signed Dwayne Ludwig, and a very impressive lightweight, 18th lightweight in the world, Muay Thai background, 13-6. As he's a former Shuto lightweight champion as well in the mod so far, so that's fun. He's going to take on Josh Neer in March, which I'll be at Pride FC Worldwide 15, which I don't think we have the main event for yet. But that should be very, very fun. We also signed Frankie Edgar again after, but he's sitting down the rings. Because I just felt like we've signed him for so long. He hadn't had a fight in a while. His debut was against Sam Stout, and then figured, we might as well send him down the rings. He won a split decision, and now he's about to fight again against Spencer Fisher. That should be interesting there. I want to obviously get Frankie Edgar up, hopefully this year. It really depends on how he does with Spencer Fisher. If he wins that one, we'll probably sign him up, to be honest. He'll be 3-0 at that point. I feel like that's a good starting point. And then Hongman Choi joined Team Tackle. Shinyoki left Takata Dojo, and Jim Miller joined Team Sakurata. And then Butterbean did, in fact, suffer a broken nose. If it ever loads. Jesus, there we go. Yeah, there's the broken nose. Alright, now let's go on to the show. As the main event for the Rumble from Down Under, Chuck Liddell looking to take out the middleweight champion in Merlin Ninja Hua. Pete Williams going to take on Mark Kerr in the co-main, Jason Von Flue and John Fitch. Melvin Manhoof and Yuki Kondo's also on this card, as is Jake Shields and Kazushi Sakaraba, with Sakaraba for the first time fighting at welterweight, and Naoya Ogawa taking on Jerome Banner. That should be a very fun opener as two high level, we got a high level judokan, high level kickboxer. Should be an exciting one if everything goes well. In the prelim fights, it is there we go, Alan Goes and Guy Metzger, which that might be Guy Metzger's last fight, and then James Tahuna and Luis Kane, as James Tahuna, of course, from Australia, so the hometown kid for this show is our first ever card in Australia. So now we have had cards in America, and Brazil, and now in Australia, as well as obviously Japan. And I will say this, we do have plans to have a card in London, so we'll be at 5 different places, and that'd be awesome to see how that does. As we'll see how the analytics and all that for these fights are, as for the main event, Merlio's looking to make his third defense of the Prime Middleweight title. And of course, if Chuck Liddell does win, this would be his third reign as champion, which would be pretty awesome. This is a trilogy fight. They are tied 1-1. As they last met at the main event of Pride FC Final Conflict 2004, which Chuck Liddell won by knockout. Two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Merlio is ranked 6th, Liddell is ranked 9th. This is the 11th time Chuck Liddell's main event a Pride event, the 6th time for Merlio Ninja Hua, as Merlio trains at Hoots Valley Tudo, and Liddell has a record of 0-2 against other members of that team. Merlio's won 3 of his last 5 fights by decision. This Chuck's going to have a significant weight advantage, but it looks like it's not going to matter, because it looks like the Blur Cat stat picks are all on Merlio Ninja Hua, but one man in Stu, backing the Iceman. Obviously, Merlio has had quite the run, 16-3 in Pride FC, 20-3 as a whole. He's only lost to Vitor Belfort, Chuck Liddell, and Quentin Rampage Jackson. He's beaten Quentin recently to get that win back at Pride 37, won by knee bar, and he is someone that has just been on a tear. He's beaten Anderson Silva, beaten Rampage Jackson, Ron Faircloth, Nate Marcotte as of late, and he's someone who's beaten Anderson Silva not once but twice, and he beat Chuck Liddell back in 2002, but obviously lost at the Final Conflict. That is that middleweight title has been very interesting, and to have the opportunity for Chuck to be a 3-time middleweight champion is pretty crazy. This could be his last big chance here for Chuck, because really, he's 38 years old, and they recently went on a bit of a losing streak in 2006. That was not his year, losing to Anderson Silva, lost to Big Knock, and then lost to Alex Stiebling, and coming back, taking out Dan Henderson in the 3rd round of a Pride FC Worldwide 8, and that trilogy fight, after losing twice to Dan Henderson, coming back and getting that final win, very gratifying for him, and he is someone that could definitely use this win in a big, big way, and just to cement his legacy even more, for Chuck Liddell, a former UFC light heavyweight champion, and a now 2-time, could be 3-time Prime Middleweight champion. Very, very awesome for him. As the co-main, El Doro, Pete Williams, taking on the Smashing Machine, Mark Kerr, as both men that are in the top 15 of super heavyweights. 15th is Mark Kerr, 12th is Pete Williams. Mark Kerr submitted 3 of his last 5 opponents. Pete Williams trains at the Lions Den, which Mark Kerr has an overall record of 0-1 against other members of that team. So Mark Kerr is going to have a significant weight advantage plus the 6-inch reach advantage. You figured that would give him enough of an advantage, but the Blur Cat stat picks still have Pete Williams with a slight advantage. Mark Kerr, somehow, at 39 years old, has somehow got this second wind in his career. Started the mod off not so hot, was 1 for 6. Yeah, he was 1-6 from 2000-2003. Not great. We sent him down the rings, becomes the rings heavyweight champion. We bring him back up. He loses in his debut during the heavyweight Grand Prix. Then goes on another tear, beating Tom Erickson, beating Ice Cold Igor, and he just beat Heath Herring, which was an awful fight in September. And, man, he has just been on a tear. But this is a big-time opponent, Pete Williams. This might be, I would say, besides obviously like Big Nog here in Gillette and Overeem, which again, that is, he took on a bit of a murderer's row there in the early part of our series, but he is someone that I could not believe that he had this second kind of career resurgence. And for Pete Williams, a guy who has been so close to greatness, he went on a tear when he started, was knocking people out, takes on Big Nog, comes up short, beats Josh Barnett after that, then loses to Andrei Arlovsky, gets a couple of wins, but he's now on a 2-fight losing streak, thanks to taking on Mirko Krokop and Alistair Overeem, some high-level fighters. And, this is a great fight for both guys. They definitely could use a win, and that should be very exciting. Hopefully, should be a very exciting fight. So, Livewire, Jason Von Flue taking on John Fitch. 2 men are in the top 20 as far as welterweights go. 16th is John Fitch, 20th is Von Flue, as Fitch has won 3 of his last 5. Fitch has the Blur Cat stat pick advantage slightly. It's a slight advantage, 4-3. John Fitch, obviously John Fitch, he's going to wrestle fuck you to death. We all know what he's going to do. Just got destroyed by Damian Maia. But he's beaten guys like Jake Shields, Elijah Harshbarger, Pat Miletich, Nick Serap, and he's also beaten Diego Sanchez and Mike Quick-Swick. It's crazy, he was 9-0 at one point. Then the welterweight Grand Prix happens. He loses to Carlos Newton, loses to Setsuji Kato at Shockwave, and now that kind of was his bit of an awakening there. But he's 13-4 still, coming off a loss to Damian Maia, which is a tough guy. Jason Von Flue, 3-2 in Pride FC, 13-6 as a whole. He just lost to Luis Santos. So both guys coming off a loss. Really, and he's lost to GSP, and he's lost to Nick Serra, so, as far as John Fitch, he's beaten Nick Serra, so he's got that over him. They both have beaten Elijah Harshbarger, so there's that. And it's crazy to also think that Jason Von Flue beat Matt Serra by split decision at UFC 27 in his first fight in the mod. He's beaten him not once, but twice, of course. He won with a leg lock in the first round. Pride 34's St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And, this is a great fight again for both guys. They need a win. Need a win for both guys. And, I'm not expecting a lot because it's John Fitch. He's probably going to be a boring grappling fest as far as just laying on top of him, laying and praying. But hopefully, Jason Von Flue could do some work from the bottom. One can only hope. It's Melvin Manhoef against Yuki Kondo, as Yuki Kondo's finished 4 of his last 5 opponents, and Melvin Manhoef has knocked out 4 of his last 5 opponents, as Yuki Kondo has a 6-inch reach advantage. That's given him the Blurcast Stat Picks advantage, but man, Melvin Manhoef has been a fucking problem in Pride FC so far. Even though his record's 10-8-2, obviously he had a kind of a shitty run there from 2002 to 2004, going 1-7, which is not great. But then coming back, winning his last 5, has had fantastic, good, and great fights from December 2004 and onward. He just knocked out Keith Jardine. He's knocked out Chris Lieben. Some heavy hitters in those two men, and he's knocked them out in the first round. Again, the Keith Jardine was over in under a minute, which is crazy. This is a big-time fight for Melvin Manhoef, but it's also a big-time fight for Yuki Kondo, a man who was coming back into Pride FC after going on a great run in ring. So both men who kind of, there in the mid-2000s, wasn't doing too hot. 2003, 2005, that wasn't their years. But here they are now. In the year 2008, Melvin's on a 5-win streak, while Yuki Kondo's on a 7-fight win streak. And, that's just awesome. And a former rings middleweight champion, too. So, he has done some work in rings, and I felt like it was only right for him to get a shot back in the UFC, a shot back in Pride FC. And, he's 36-20-3. Obviously, he has a lot of fights under his belt compared to Melvin Manhoef. That should be very exciting. That could be the fight of the night, to be honest. That is quite a fight, if it comes to blows like it should. And then we got Jake Shields taking on the Gracie Hunter, Kazushi Sakaraba. Sakaraba does have the Blurcast Stat Picks, even though he hasn't won a fight since July of 2005. Kazushi Sakaraba, after losing to Merlio, actually lost to Mauricio Shogun Harley, but he's also lost to Merlio, he's lost to Bandolay, he's lost to Chuck Liddell. He's definitely lost more than he's won in Pride FC so far, which isn't great, because, he's Kazushi Sakuraba, goddamn legend, Hall of Famer, and I wanted him to do so well, and thought he was going to get the win maybe over Vandalay, but Vandalay kind of murdered him in the second of Championship Chaos, but, he was someone that obviously I wanted him to do very, very well. Kind of got some big names thrown at him, though. When you're taking on Vandalay, Murillo, and Chuck Liddell, that's 3 former middleweight champions. Then you got Rich Franklin, too. Probably should have beat Rodrigo Hus, and then also probably should have beat Benji Radish as well. Then he lost to Forrest and Mauricio Shogun, who are 2 obviously savages on the come-up. And, 39 years old, he's finally fighting, probably in the weight division he should have been fighting the whole time, in welterweight since we started the welterweight division, just because he's a natural kind of welterweight. And, I think he should beat Jake Shields here. But Jake Shields, you can't sleep on him. I think having 2 backers in Mark J. and Harry, I think it's a smart idea. Because, Jake Shields, sure, he's 3-5 in Pride FC. Sure, he's lost 3 of his last 5 fights. It's not going great. And he's had pretty awful and very poor fights throughout his time in Pride FC. He hasn't really had a good fight yet. But I think that can change here. He's lost to some big names. Matt Hughes, Sean Pearson, John Fitch, Pat Miletich, even lost to Drew Fickett. He is even Dwayne Ludwig now, new signee of Pride FC. He is someone that you would expect to actually have a better grappling encounter for him compared to him being more skilled in the grappling department than Kazushi Sakaraba probably would be. But Sakaraba is so unique, so different. He's gonna throw a lot of different stuff at Jake Shields, hopefully, and I am hoping for a win for Kazushi Sakaraba. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's hope Sakaraba gets a win there. Gower taking on Jerome Le Banner. They have fought once before. Pride FC Shockwave 2003, which Le Banner won by knockout. Yeah, but this time around, looks like Ogawa and all the Blurcast staff picks are backing him. So Ogawa's won as he's submitted 3 of his last 5 opponents. He has 9-7, 7-7 as a whole in Pride FC. He's coming off a 2-fight losing streak, losing to Valentino Overeem and Kevin Randleman, but he's beaten the likes of Bob Sapp, Kazuchika Fujita, Mark Coleman, but there for a good stretch of 2002, 2004. It was not his year, losing to, Mark Coleman, Overeem, Le Banner, Volkan, Hideki Yoshida, and, the Le Banner fight was over under a minute. So maybe we'll see some more fireworks like that where they just beat the shit out of each other. Someone gets knocked out before a minute happens. Could very well happen. Obviously, Jerome Le Banner, a very talented kickboxer, and he just beat Ray Sefo at Pride 37, Beast in the East. Again, a guy who's had great fights his entire career. I mean, it's hard to have a bad kickboxing bout, just it's tough, because it's just so awesome. He's beaten Bob Sapp, so both guys have gotten wins over Bob Sapp, and he's also beaten Czech Congo, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, he's had some great fights along the way, but this should be interesting. See if the Blurcats that picks are right again. But I mean, if Le Banner knocks somebody out that quick, I can't doubt Jerome Le Banner's ability. He's got some heavy hands. It's the prelims. Alan Goes and Guy the Sandman Metzger. They have fought once before. Pride 9, New Blood, in 2000. Alan Goes won by submission, as Metzger trains at Lions Den, which Alan Goes has an overall record of 2-1-1. And Metzger has not won since February of 2004. It's been a 4-year losing streak. He is 4-9 in Pride FC, 26-17-2 as a whole. If he loses this fight, he's done, in Pride FC. His career is on the line, and he's looking to redeem that loss from June of 2000. Crazy to think, as far as he was on a 4-fight losing streak. Basically started off as on a 2-fight losing streak when the mod happened, and then lost another 2. Beat Henzo Gracie, then went on another 3-fight losing streak, which, took on Jeremy Horn, Aaron Silva, and Rich Franklin, high-level guys. Then went on a 3-fight win streak, beating Daniel Gracie, Egan Inoue, and Ricardo Rona. And he lost to Vitor Belfort, Tim Kennedy, and Mark Hughes. I just don't see how... I can't believe Alan Goes is not the backer here, as far as Blurcast Stat picks have all the picks for Guy Metzger. Alan Goes is just so talented, man. You can't count him out. Here I was thinking he was going to lose to Quinton on the comeback from rings, and he ends up beating him at Pride FC Final Conflict 2005. He lost to Frank Shamrock, which, Frank Shamrock is the middleweight champion right there, and Rodrigo Hoos, he's beaten him, and he's won a fight just in the recent year, whereas Guy Metzger hasn't won since 2004, and it was against Rodrigo Hoos too. It wasn't like it was a bum or nothing. He's definitely someone to watch out for. I can't believe it. I would back Alan Goes, to be honest. We'll see if this is Guy Sandman Metzger's last fight in Pride FC. And James Tahuna, the Australian, looking to get this big win here, as James Tahuna, as he is 7-5, 0-1 in Pride FC. It lost to Lyoto Machida in March. But, it's Lyoto Machida. He's a fucking savage. And Luis Kane is making his Pride FC debut. And he has won 3 of his last 5 opponents. He's 5-1 as a whole. He lost at the KSW in 2007 before he signed his Pride FC contract. Was a great fight. He's had great fights. One good fight and then one decent fight. Should be a pretty good fight, though. Should be pretty fun prelims. Tahuna does have the slight advantage, but it really could go either way. Maybe the Australian native will get the win for his country, as we have a nice... both guys have their pictures, And we'll see what happens here in the prelims. 7-5, 5-1. Boxing, wrestling, Muay Thai. Louise Kane does have the betting line advantage, minus 130. Plus 100 for James Tahuna. Both guys 6'2", both guys 205. Around the same age. It's very, very close. This is very, very close. Obviously, James Tahuna has the advantage on the ground, which usually I would suspect that would give him the advantage in the fight. They never know. As refereeing this bout, Mario Masaki's ringside judges. Here we go. They touch gloves, come forward and engage. Stalemate, as both fighters throw and fail to land a hit. James Tahuna's off target with the jab, also does connect with the right hand. As Kane has off target with the left jab, but also has the right hand sword and gloves. And then another stalemate. Oh, then there's some more. There's a left jab that misses and a right cross that's blocked. Can something land? Jesus Christ. A minute and nothing has happened. There's a successful feint that leaves Tahuna vulnerable. And Tahuna misses the right hook, leaves them open for a counter. As he gets countered with a left jab and a glancing high kick. As Tahuna again is off target with the jab. There's a good right hand though. There's a nice right hook from Kane. Come forward and attack. Luis Kane misses the left jab and also doesn't connect with the right roundhouse kick to the body. Tahuna's off target with the left jab, also doesn't find the mark on the right hook. Both fighters step in to strike. Tahuna missing the right hook, gets countered with the right cross. As Tahuna missing the big right hand, allowing Kane to counter with two jabs that are followed by a big right hand that just misses. They meet in the center, they start to strike. Both fighters strike, but nobody manages to land anything. As Kane is well off target with a head kick. Tahuna can't hit a right cross. Two fighters engage. As Tahuna missing the big right hand and putting him off balance and allowing Kane to attack with a left jab and a right cross leaves that, he just misses. They engage. Tahuna missing the big right hand, putting him off balance again, allowing Kane to attack with a quick leg kick there as they meet in the center and start to strike. As he missing the right hook gives himself an opportunity to get countered. There's a left jab and a massive right hook to the jaw that definitely knocks him down. What a shot from Luis Kane. Starting to pound on James Tahuna, looking to finish the fight. And there is a big strike there. Tahuna's barely able to offer any type of defense up. Tahuna's goes limp for a second. The referee leaps in to stop the fight. Your winner by knockout, Luis Kane. 6-1, 7-6 for James Tahuna. Coming up short in Australia. That's big tough. That's going to live with him for a while. As Luis Kane gives a name check to everyone at Universidad de Luda. I fucked that all up as all his various sponsors, then all of his friends, family, and supporters. Luis Kane says he's very happy to cap his Pride debut with a victory there. As our next prelim, Alan Goes, squaring off against Guy the Same Man Metzger, 12-8-3, 26-17-2. Both older men, a part of the middleweight division, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Houston, Texas. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxers. We got striker versus grappler. Looks like the striker has the advantage, which usually I would say 9 times out of 10 in these. The grappler usually has the advantage. Budokan Luta Livre for Alan Goes. Lion's Den for Guy Metzger, obviously. And, it should be a pretty interesting bout, obviously, when you have a striker versus grappler. Herb Dean's a referee, ringside judges. Metzger may have weighed in the same as Alan Goes yesterday, but he's clearly got a size advantage now. There's the bell. They touch gloves. Metzger lands a left jab, but misses the vicious right hand. As there's a jab, then catches goes with a crunching great hook. There's a jab, and then scores the right to the body, using a left jab, but Goes avoids the big punch. Metzger moves in on Goes, preparing to throw. As Metzger lands a jab, and there's a fantastic right cross, and he knocks him out with that right cross. He is down and out. The Sandman answers the call, and he knocks him out. Wow. And his contract is saved. 27-17-2. 12-9-3 for Alan Goes. What a knockout win for the Sandman. As Guy Metzger gives thanks, praising his team at Lions Den and his various sponsors, all in the fans who came out to support him. Now on to the main show. Opener, Neo Gower taking on Jerome Lee Banner. 6'5", 9-7. Both big, heavy weights right here. As a 260-pound man and a 255-pound man are going to battle it out. Minus 380 for Ogawa. Plus 300 for Jerome Lee Banner. Kickboxing versus judo should be a stand-up affair. Obviously, being a judokan, you can take him down with a judo throw and take advantage from there. Jerome Lee Banner is just a fucking savage. It's going to be a tough one. Going to be a tough one for Ogawa. I'm surprised it's minus 380. And again, as is, Lee Banner has knocked him out before. Herb Dean's a referee, ringside judges. Round 1 begins, they touch gloves. As the Banner fails to find him his jab, but he catches Ogawa with a beautiful right head kick, and he rocks him. Again, Ogawa, you learn nothing. as he has to cover up now. I think that last strike may have really rocked him. And there is a huge right hand. Knocks him out cold in 19 seconds. Jerome Banner is nothing to fuck with. 7-5, 9-8. Ogawa didn't have a prayer. When will you learn, Ogawa? As Jerome Banner thanks everyone connected at Spark Spectrum. Cops for helping him prepare for the fight. And his sponsor supporting him financially. Asked about the finish, Jerome Banner agrees that his punch power is a dangerous weapon. And in his arsenal, he puts down his natural ability allied with good training. Yeah. Jerome Banner is a fucking problem. And the next fight is Jake Shields and the Gracie hunter, Kazushi Sakaraba. 17-7 will be Jake Shields. 13-10-1 with one no contest for Sakaraba. 39 years old, you never know when he might hang it up. And his first ever welterweight fight. Might just be his final fight ever. Catch wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Caesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Presta. Both guys minus 110. Very close on the betting lines. As I'm actually surprised by that. I figured Jake Shields would be in the minuses and then Sakuraba be in the plus category. But here we are. It's even money for both guys. Yamasaki's the referee. Ringside judges. Here we go. They touch gloves to start off. They get up close, start wrestling for position. Shields looks like he's gotten the better of the clinch. Looking to take him down backwards against the ropes. He does so. Now he's looking to trip him down. And he's got a great inside leg trip. Shields is now in half guard. Here comes the lay and pray. As he's just throwing a few right hands, looking to catch his breath. There's some more strikes. Some weak looking punches. Thank God Herb Dean stands to back up. They get in close. Shields manages to get aggressive, get close to the position, the clinch. As again, he's just looking at them. Oh, there we go. Sakuraba fights it off, though. As Shields again trying to muscle him up, he does so now that time, damn it. As Sakuraba gets tripped up. Yep, figured that was going to happen. He's got no answer for the slick trips. Jake Shields again, just going to throw some strikes. God damn it, Jake Shields. Oh, no, it's Mario Yamasaki. I was thinking Herb Dean was the ref here, but Yamasaki's the ref. Thank God it said it. As they clinch up, start jacking up for position. Shields is the aggressor, trying to push Sakuraba against the ropes. Again, and it's just rinse and repeat. Oh, there we go. Sakuraba maintains a good solid base, but he's probably going to get taken down this time around. Yep. Beautiful move as well for Jake Shields. And he's got side control now, this Jake Shields. Maybe finally he can get something going. Nope, just slowing things down so he can get his breath. A minute left. Keeps him guessing a few quick strikes. There's some elbows, but Sakuraba wasn't tried by the elbows. And again, some more elbows that Sakuraba deals with comfortably. That's the end of the first round. All Jake Shields. God damn it, Sakuraba. You failed me, as round 2. They come together in the over-under position, the clinch. Shields again is the aggressor. Looking for the trip. He's got it. As, yep. Lay and pray time. God damn it. As, yep, and able to shift Shields off of him. Yep, just keeps him down there. Yamasaki's going to stand it back up with a minute 20 left. Come together in the clinch. Shields seems to get the advantage. He's trying to push Sakuraba's backwards against the ropes. He can't do it, though. Sakuraba gets him over down position in the grapple. Here we go, Sakuraba. He's got the underhooks in looking for the takedown. I couldn't get it. Oh, he's looking for it again. Nope, still can't get it. And then Shields versus his way into a down position. Now he's got the takedown. Yep. He's got side control, too, to end out the round. Yeah, Sakuraba's in deep, deep trouble here. He's going to have to finish the fight if he wants to win it. As, yeah, not great. The last round, they get together in a clinch. Shields works his way into a dominant position. Shields tries to wrestle backwards against the ropes. As he doesn't let him driven back, though. And he also gains dominant position in the grapple. There we go, Sakuraba. Got the underhooks. Nope. Can't get the takedown. Shields got the takedown advantage again. And he's got the trip. So he's going to lay and pray some more. There's some few right hands. Some body punches. As Mario Yamasaki's going to stand back up with 56 seconds left. Jake Shields is starting to give it first inning. He's starting to tire touch. They come together in the clinch. Shields again gets the betterment of that with another nice inside leg trip to end out the fight. Jake Shields completely dominating Kazushi Sakaraba. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I knew it too, because that's Jake Shields for you. As Jake Shields gives his name check to everyone at Caesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Always very responsible to all of his friends, family, and supporters. The interview asked who would be interested in fight next. He reiterates that Diego Sanchez is the fight he wants to have happen again for him. Obviously, he's beaten him before. Now Diego Sanchez has been quite the rise in the welterweight division. He wants that fight again. It's Melvin Manoff taking on Yuki Kondo. Hopefully, you get us back into the exciting bouts here. As both guys again minus 110, very very close in the betting lines. As this should be very awesome though. Should be. Golden Glory, Takada Dojo, both guys in their early 30s. 5'8", Melvin Manhoef, as Yuki Kano 5'11". Melvin Manhoef does have the size advantage for sure. Herb Dean's our referee, ringside judges. We're underway. As they touch gloves, they engage in the center. Kano hits a jab, doesn't connect to the right hand. There's a clean right hand from Manhoef. Those are quick punches and hit though. Kano moving and fast clinching with Manhoef and looking to muscle up against the ropes. Looking for the takedown, and he's got it. He's got side control too. Oh, looking for an arm triangle. Manhoef has to defend that. So already, I think this is one of the longest fight that Melvin Manhoef has had in Pride FC so far. Looking for a knee bar now. Manhoef defends that well. Looking for Kimura. Yuki Kano throwing everything at him. Looking for another knee bar. 4 submissions, back to back to back to back. That was crazy. Now they stand him back up. Kano looking for the takedown again. This time Melvin Manhoef just remains standing, hopping on one foot. Kano drives him against ropes. Now he's looking to take him down. He's got it, but he's got the takedown, and he's got side control too. Looking to get mount, as he can't get it, as Manhoef just rolls away to stop that. Now he's got his back instead. Looking to get both hooks in. He can't. Melvin Manhoef trying to turn over. Whoa, he does! He turns Kano over and twists around and up on top in guard. What a great job from Melvin Manhoef, but he gets out of guard and stands up with Kano. Yeah, that's probably for the best. That was crazy, though. Did not expect Melvin Manhoef to have that type of that defense there. That was crazy. Exchange of blows comes and goes without either really laying anything significant there. Look, they're about to see a shot from Kano, but Manhoef, again, was more aggressive, took the initiative. There's a jab, but missing with the shot to the body, which Melvin Manhoef, again, coming forward. Kano missing the left hand in the exchange. There's a 1-2 from Manhoef, but Kano was equal to it. Taking a few gulps of breath. Manhoef starting to give the first thing, he's starting to tire touch. So he fails to find him his jab, but there's a nice straight right hand that lands hard. And moving in closer, looking to open up the attack. There's a punch, but Kano avoids it. Kano warily circling, looking for that opening. He needs to get a takedown or get some grappling started. Attacking with intent now. Manhoef scores on the flurry of 3 punches. Doesn't have the leg kick that follows up, though. Comes forward on the attack. There's another jab that doesn't connect, but then follows up with a nice straight right hand that lands hard. Melvin Manhoef again, feeling that fatigue. The hands are starting to lower just a fraction. There's some more strike exchanges that are being initiated by Manhoef as there's a counter jab from Kano, a 2-punch combo that Kano avoids both of. It's closing in on Kano, looking to unleash some strikes. Kano appeared to be going for a takedown, but Manhoef again took the initiative first. A combo that ends with a leg kick, that ends with a head kick rather. Fails to land from Manhoef. Minute left, quick exchange of strikes does not produce any damage. Kano hits a 10 left hand. Can't connect with the set strikes. There's another big right hand from Manhoef, who's really blown up at this point. Kano fires off a counter jab. A 1-2 from Manhoef fails to land. Can't hit the sub left jab. There's a right cross that lands hard. And that is a great way to end the round with a hard right cross. Tough one to call. Really tough one to call because really Yuki Kano did a great job at the start of the round. But once Manhoef got out of the bottom, somehow rolling off of Yuki Kano, that was just really impressive that he was able to survive that. But I think he actually won the round, to be honest. I think he did a lot more damage. And even though Yuki Kano right out of the gate threw those 4 submissions at him, Manhoef survived all of them. Did a really, really good job. I would give him the round. It's a tough one, though. Tough one to call. As round 2 begins, Manhoef's off target as goes to the body with a sharp right hook, but it's off target. And Yuki Kano, after that miss, looking to grab him into a clinch, looking to muscle up against the ropes. Looking for a trip takedown. He's got it. It's a great trip. Takes the back as well, looking to get the body triangle. Manhoef again trying to get the... Oh, he does it again! Wow, again, Yuki Kano has his back, but he just twists, so he ends up in top of guard, and he just stands back up now, because he knows he wants no business with Yuki Kano on the bottom. As, now Yuki Kano stands up. As he misses the right hook, gets countered with a kick to the lead leg, though. It's a great counter from Yuki Kano. Second part of the second round now, as the jab is wide, and there's a right cross that lands hard again. Melvin Manhoef's not going to be able to finish this fight the way this is going. As the jab is wide from Manhoef, but then hits Kano with another beautiful straight right. Lands the left jab and misses the vicious right hand. There's a leg kick there from Manhoef. As he scores with a brace of jabs, doesn't find the mark on the right hook, though. This Kano, a punch from Manhoef fails to land, which Kano gives that opportunity to come in without getting even one shot while coming in. Trying to wrestle him against the ropes, he does so. Looking for the takedown, he can't stop that takedown. He gives up the back yet again, and there's several great shots from Yuki Kano on the back. Is he going to finish the fight right here? And he does. He gets stopped with 8 seconds left in the second round. Yuki Kano finishes the fight. What a great fight, though. That was awesome. Melvin Manhoef, he just didn't have enough gas in the tank. That was the first time he was in the second round in Pride FC, and you could definitely tell that his cardio and his conditioning is not there. As far as if he wants to be a prime middleweight contender, you're going to have to, be ready for those 15, 20-minute rounds. It's a long time, long time for sure. But yeah, what a great performance though for both guys. That was awesome. So I mean, I figured that was gonna be a great fight, and then it looks like my prediction will be correct, as that could very well be the fight of the night. Yuki Kondo gives a name check to everyone at Takada Dojo, all of his various sponsors, all of his friends, family, and supporters, showing respect. Yuki Kondo praising Mano for his skill and toughness. As Livewire, Jason Von Flue squaring up against John Fitch, 13-6, 13-4, minus 110 for John Fitch, plus 100 for Jason Von Flue. Very close on the betting lines, but Von Flue is the underdog, and at 13-6, 13-4, very similar records, both 6 foot, obviously both weighed in 183, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling. Should be interesting. If Jason Von Flue can do anything off of his back, he'll give John Fitch a lot of problems. Obviously, John Fitch, you know what his game plan is. It's all about stopping that, though. It's very much easier said than done. So Yamasaki's our referee. Ringside judges, opening bell. Von Flue aggressively moves in, grapples with. Look at John Flue. Or you look at Jason Von Flue, rather. As he look at the setup, a trip takedown. He's got it. Pushing the fight to John Fitch right out of the gate. Oh, looking for a leg lock now. But Fitch keeps the guard tight as Fitch tries to switch to butterfly guard, but Von Flue prevents that. Look at the pass guard. Can't secure side control as Fitch starts to scramble. Oh, but Von Flue spots an opportunity and moves in quick to try to secure one of his opponent's legs. Doesn't work though. Ends up being on his back pulling guard. Tactical error there by Jason Von Flue. About to do it again. Jason Von Flue made a tactical error there, going for the leg. Which is absolutely the wrong move in that situation. As Fitch throws a few relatively weak right hands. Time slipping away now. Yeah, there's John Fitch. Gonna just lay and pray. Thank God Yamasaki stands back up. As Von Flue aggressively moves in, grapples with Fitch. Looking to take him down. He's got it again. Another nice inside leg trip. Looking for a leg lock again. But Fitch again stops that from being applied. Looking for a scramble. As always, you may regret that, as that gives Von Flue a perfect opportunity to come forward and over the top and get it. And Sakaraba looking for a knee bar now. Again, Fitch blocks that. Looking for another knee bar. Fitch again fights it off. Trying to move the guard. Von Flue doesn't allow it. Knee bar again. Not happening. There's a Von Flue choke. Can he win with the Von Flue choke? That would have been pretty awesome. It doesn't happen. Fitch tries to transition the guard. Can't manage it. Yamasaki's going to stand it back up with 2 minutes left. Fitch manages to aggressively get good position in the clinch. Fitch looking for the takedown. He can't get it though. Look at Jason Von Flue wrestling his way into a down position in the clinch. Looking for the trip now. Man, what a great first round for Jason Von Flue. Couldn't ask for anything better. There's a knee to the ribs. Looking for the knee bar again. He's just throwing, and there's a Kimura now. He threw probably 10 submissions at him. He tried everything, but Jason Von Flue just could not get that submission win. But it would, way to stay busy though on the ground. I love that. Couldn't ask for anything better for Jason Von Flue. See what happens in this second round now. Fitch looks for the takedown. He's got it. Goddamn it. Oh, but he's got a guillotine though. Does Jason Von Flue from the bottom. He gets out of it. As guillotine must not be completely applied though, as otherwise that would have been over though, because he had it. He had it locked in, it looked like. As the hold is released, Jason Von Flue realized that he was gassing his arms on the attempt and wasn't going to finish the fight. Fitch is looking to... Oh, look at Jason Von Flue though. Fitch was trying to get some stuff working on the top, but Von Flue from the bottom looking to get an arm. Now he's just going to smother him. Has to lean back to avoid a couple of wild swings. Keeps him getting a few quick strikes. Has again lean back to avoid a couple of wild swings. Yamasaki's going to stand it back up with 52 seconds left. Seeing his opponent about to shoot in for a takedown, Von Flue times it well and moves in to start a clinch. Looking for a trip. He couldn't get it. That would have been great though. That would have been a great way to maybe, get something going for him to start the third round. Obviously, complete round for John Fitch. He got his takedown and laid him braid the whole time. See what the final round sees. Von Flue moves in, clinches, looking for the trip. He's got it. Nice inside leg trip there. He's looking for the leg lock. Fitch blocks that. Some separation now. He has to lean back to avoid some swings as Von Flue. Again, looking for the leg lock, and again, Fitch stops that from happening. Looking to switch from butterfly guard again, but Von Flue prevents that as well. As Fitch trying to pull Von Flue in close and pepper on the short strikes, that can't happen either. As, again, deflecting punches from the bottom from Von Flue, and they stand him up with 1:20 left. As John Fitch is starting to tire out. As, again, Von Flue times it well, as he's seeing John Fitch about to shoot in, moves in to start a clinch. Looking for a trip, and he's got it. And he has secured that round for sure, even if he doesn't get the submission win here. I think he won the first and third round. And your winner, hopefully by unanimous decision, will be Jason Von Flue. Perfect. Perfect game plan that first round for Jason Von Flue. And he has a good fight with John Fitch. Not many people can say that. I wouldn't say good fight. I guess average fight. And we'll just kind of see if John Fitch has even had a average fight yet. Yeah, He's had one good fight, though, Tetsuji Kato. God bless him for Tetsuji Kato. So that's good stuff, though, for Jason Von Flue. The upset for Jason Von Flue. Slight upset, but yeah, I mean, if there was a guy to really combat John Fitch's style, it probably would have been Jason Von Flue. He was just the perfect guy for him, as gives a name check to everyone at Lions Den, all of his various sponsors, and all of his friends, family, supporters. Says he has a lot of respect for John Fitch and praises his toughness. As co-main event time, Eldoro, Pete Williams taking on the Smashing Machine, Mark Kerr. 22-9, 18-7-1. Toledo, Ohio, Dallas, Texas, 6'3", 6'1", A big fucking man is Mark Kerr. Wrestling, submission wrestling, obviously Pete Williams has, I would say, the advantage standing up-wise. But Mark Kerr, though, we saw in the Igor fight what he could do in the clinch. He is very dominant in that clinch if he can get it. He can throw a lot of high knees at him and can knock a motherfucker out with them. That is for sure. But this should be a really exciting fight, though. I mean, they are two guys that I think are well-rounded enough in the heavyweight division that they can do kind of everything. Should be a very fun fight. As Mario Yamasaki's a referee, rings that judges. Yep, Kerr's got at least 25 pounds on him. That's going to be a big advantage there. Fight begins. They touch gloves. Moving around, Mark Kerr is looking for the opening he needs. As Williams does a 1-2, but Kerr was equal to it. As Kerr takes that chase to grab Williams into a clinch. He's got him up against the ropes. As Kerr's trying to maintain control via his wrestling skills, but look at Pete Williams. Works enough separation to pull, clear, and circle out. There's a high right head kick, though, for Pete Williams. And he knocks him down with that high kick. Williams losing fast, looking to try to finish the fight with stomps and kicks. Somehow, Mark Kerr hangs on, surviving a flurry of bone-crunching stomps and kicks. Jesus Christ, Mark Kerr's a machine. As Pete Williams now is just looking to get some ground control now. He's got side control. There's some punches now, trying to transition to guard, can't manage it. Williams fires away with punches. Kerr doesn't take any undue damage, though, as he's punching down on Kerr. What a great job by Pete Williams, though, doing the damn thing. He's just keeping the pressure on Mark Kerr. He's trying to pound away, but none of the blows are land with any degree of power. Pete Williams again blocking Kerr as he tries to transition to the guard. There's a few right hands to the body. I'm surprised they haven't been stood up yet, as Williams pounding away, but Mark Kerr calmly deals with them. As Kerr moves so that Williams is now in full guard, not half guard. And Pete Williams looking to get past guard. He can't do it, though. Good job from Mark Kerr, though. And now he's got a double underhooks going on. He's trying to, but he could not lock it in. He was trying to pass guard. As Kerr tries to counter the pass attempt with a scramble. Oh, but Williams takes his back now. He's got both hooks in. This is now looking good. He's trying to roll him off, but he can't. Can't get the body triangle to be applied, though. He's trying to get him off his back again. Oh, he's got both hooks in. This is not good. He's not troubled by the strikes yet. Trying to break free of the hook. 60 seconds now, looking for the rear naked choke to end out the fight. No, as Kerr stops Pete Williams from getting the arm underneath the chin. There's still 17 seconds left. Still struggling to get free of the hooks. Looking for that rear naked choke to end the round. Doesn't happen now. So we go into the second. Obviously, Pete Williams won that round. Great head kick. Nailed him with the head kick. Knocked him down. Somehow didn't finish the fight after stomping and kicking the shit out of him. Mark Kerr survives to the second round. We'll see what happens here. I mean, that was nuts, though. Yeah, I would have loved for him to get stood up, though, after the survival of the onslaught. Would have loved to see him stand up with like 4 minutes left, but what can you do? Round 2 begins, kicking up for the jab, but there's a big right hand from Williams. As moving around, Kerr looking for that opening. He needs to get the grappling happening without getting hit coming in. As Williams lands the left jab, but Mark Kerr evades the big right punch as lands a jab, and there's a nice straight right hand from Pete Williams. The jab is wide from Williams, but then he hits Kerr with a straight right. First time now, Pete Williams starting to breathe a little heavier now. There's a 1-2, but doesn't land either blow. Kerr comes in, grabs him into a clinch, looking to push him against the ropes. He does so, as now he's trapped up against the ropes. Let's see what Mark Kerr can do. If he can put him in a Muay Thai clinch or something, is just putting all that weight on him now. Occasional short punches as he wrestles back against Kerr, turning him enough so they can escape from the ropes. There's 60 seconds that go by. Connects with a jab, but the big right head kick is wide of the mark for Pete Williams. There's a jab and another straight right. Jab is wide, another big right head kick that's wide of the mark to end out the round. He was trying to finish that fight in the end of the second. It's a close one. That's a close one to call. Because really, it was 22-25 on strikes. Mark Kerr did a great job of pulling him up against the ropes. Mark Kerr might have stole that round. Could be a Mark Kerr round, depending on how you judge that. I would probably give it to him, to be honest. It's the final round now. Kerr looked like he was angling to get a grappling started, but couldn't take the initiative. As there's a jab, and there's a vicious high right head kick to the side of the head. He knocks him out cold with that head kick in the third. Pete Williams wins this one. And what a great win for Pete Williams. 23-9. 18-8-1 for Mark Kerr. Gets knocked out in the third. As Pete Williams thanks everyone connected to Lionsden for helping him prepare for the fight. His sponsor supporting him financially. He says he was really happy with the finish. And that he knew as soon as it landed it was a fight ender. Yeah. Just a fucking head kick assassin. In our main event, Merlio Ninja who will look to defend his championship against Chuck the Iceman Liddell, who looks to become a 3-time middleweight champion. Would be crazy. 19-7, 20-3. The trilogy fight. 27 years old. Merlio Ninja who are the youngest, the youngest of the two men, as San Luis Obispo, California, Brazil, of course. Merlio Ninja who has Muay Thai Jiu-Jitsu, Hawaiian Kimbo style for Chuck Liddell. Obviously, Chuck being a counter striker. Merlio kind of can do everything. He can strike with you, he can take it to the ground. Really just a great all-around fighter. And this should be a tough one. Tough fight for Chuck Liddell, but if he is true to his counter style, you know, Merlio's had to deal with counter strikers before, like Anderson Silva, and he got the win over Anderson Silva, you know, so that just kind of shows you that he's definitely up for the challenge, even though Chuck has knocked him out the last time they fought. That was almost 4 years ago. And it's a big-time fight here. Doesn't get bigger than this for Pride 39. The Rumble from Down Under, middleweight title fight. Mario Saki is our referee, ringside judges. Even though they weighed in at 205, it's very obvious now that Chuck Liddell's probably fighting at 215, 225. We're underway. They touch gloves. Liddell faces upon his jab, but he lands a nice straight right hand that lands hard. Look at Liddell, usually being the counter striker, pushing it to Merlio already and started off as Hua may have been aiming to get in close, but Liddell aggressively took the initiative. There's fails to find him his jab again, but he lands another nice straight right hand that lands hard. They stand and trade blows. Neither fighter can land anything damaging. Now Liddell's going to be on the counter as he steps in as Merlio watched all the way by Liddell. There's a leg kick. There's a right cross from Hua. Can't connect with the jab, but it's a beauty of a straight right though. As again, Merlio steps in, watched all the way by Liddell. There's 3 quick punches, but Liddell has good movement and avoids all of them. As he's off target with a head kick, steps in again. There's Merlio right hand taking on the gloves. There's a leg kick that fails to land. Can't connect with the jab, but there's a big right hand that connects. Comes in looking to strike. There's a clean right hand from Liddell. There's a right head kick though from Merlio, who rocks Chuck Liddell. He is unsteady on his feet after that head kick. That last blow has rocked him. As Liddell takes a right hand but will not go down. Moving forward, Merlio looking to strike again. Liddell stands ready. And he missing the right hook and gets countered with a quick left jab and a powerful right hook. No way he knocks him out. He knocked him down. Holy shit. Chuck Liddell is seconds away from being a 3-time middleweight champion after somehow surviving a head kick. This is a golden opportunity. Quickly pouncing on Merlio, looking to finish the fight, raining down some punches. That's some heavy shot after heavy shot. He did it. Chuck Liddell, the Iceman, cometh yet again, 3-time. Wins the trilogy. 20-7, 20-4 for Merlio Ninja Hua. That's a tough loss for Merlio there, but the Iceman cometh. And, man, what a win for Chuck Liddell. As, it's just crazy. At 38 years old, giving thanks to Chuck Liddell, praising his team at the pit, his serious sponsor on the fans, care and support him with the Pride middleweight title strapped around the waist. Chuck Liddell celebrates being the new champion. He knows how to use these interviews to sell himself. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it as we get a 69 rating. Nice. We make $2 million. 13,000 people, though. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. As, what a fight. Well, you know, the Yuki Kano Melvimento fight was the best fight on the card. I can't believe that, though. Merlio, just the sequence of that. To knocking him down with a head kick, or rocking him, rather, with a head kick, thinking you're about to finish this fight, and somehow he stands ready and lands a hook, then knocks you down, you end up losing the fight. Just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy there. Crease start pop everywhere, too. That's awesome. Fight of the night, KO of the night. We're going to have a performance bonus for Chuck Liddell and Jerome Banner for the crazy knockout there. So, we still make $3 million. Merlin made $1 million, though. That's crazy. Chuck made almost $1 million. Banner over 50K. Pete Williams just a shy under 50K. Poor James Sahuna made $2,000. Yeah, that's nuts. That's That is nuts. What a fight, though. Great fight, though. Great card. As thank you all for watching, and we will catch you guys next time. As what a great show to kick off the year 2008. We get a new Prime Middleweight champion in just a shocking turn of events. I mean, that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.